Okay, so I'm back, and for the faux front envelopes, you need an envelope, preferably not like a regular letter size envelope, but this is from a card. It's recycled. It looks brand new because my family is learning not to write on envelopes unless they're addressing it to me, which then I can cover up. But this is the envelope. I thought it was a perfect color for fall. As I said, I'm in an autumnal mood. And hold on. This is what I made. And I'm extremely happy with it. I don't often use scrapbook paper, but I picked up this last year in our Tuesday morning, which is now closed. And it's the Bow Bunny, and it's an autumn. There's the label. And I got it at Tuesday morning last year. So that's what I have. And I used some of this to make a couple of fall journals last year. And I used it to make this. There may be one piece of paper in here. I can't remember. That might be from something else. This was from the ephemera page that was in there. And then I made my own little tabs, as I showed you in a previous video. And this is what it looks like inside. So trying to get the whole thing on screen. And take the distracting. I don't know what's more distracting, having a paper towel there or not. Let's put this behind it. Some of Rachel's lovely paper. Well, that's about perfect. Okay, so there it is. So there's a pocket here, which has a piece of the ephemera in it. And I have stenciled, inked with a stencil on the back. There's another pocket here and a tab here because this tab flips up. This is not paper from that pack. That flips up. This is the join. This is the second pocket. That's the other ephemera card that goes in there. And then I made a side tuck here. This is not from the ephemera. And this isn't either. These are Prima from a small, from this pack here that I got at Hobby Lobby last year. And I never use it, so I decided I was going to use it. And I thought these colors were perfect. And so there's that. And then there's a tab here, and that's what keeps this shut. But it's also hiding this. So I have, from where I punched out a circle to make the tab, I have this circle here. However, I think I'm going to have to slide some sort of plastic behind it because when I put my card in there, I have to start way over here and slide it that way to get it in because it does catch on this bottom corner here. See? But if you do that, it goes in fine. I tried the plastic and none of my glues held. I used glue stick, art glitter glue, and the Fabri-Tac, and none of them held. So it's okay. And more ephemera from the pack, right? And then a little corner tuck up here, and this opens up. And no, I did not put papers in it. It's just for writing in. And then this was a happy accident. So then this flips down and this flips in here. This flips like that. So this tab keeps that under there and this tab keeps it under there. And then these go back up in here. So isn't that fun? Now, Gayle did all sorts of versions of this, and Rachel did a version of this. So, I mean, Gayle must have, I don't know, 6 videos on this. I will link several of them. I linked them in the Sunday snippets from yesterday, which would be August 29th. So it's Sunday snippets 8/29/2020. And this is either going to be an envelope to mail to somebody, or it's going to be, you can put all kinds of ephemera in the back here, or it's going to go on a, as I search around here, it can go on a journal page, like, open this up. It could go in here. Now this one's too big. This one is ginormous, so that would be too big. Or you could put the flap right there, and then somebody would open it and then turn it sideways and be able to open all this up if you wanted to put it in your journal like that. And then this side, you could, you know, you could like glue it down to here, or you could glue one side and make it a tuck, whatever you wanted. Make it a pocket somehow, just glue it down here and make it a pocket or a tuck, really, is what it would be. And then you see that and you're like, oh, there's stuff in there, that's cool. And then, wow, that's thick. And then, ooh, look, and open it all up. So, but it's another way to send some happy mail to somebody. Wouldn't that be neat? Now, you'd have to put this in another envelope. I couldn't see this going through the mail. It would get totally torn to shreds. So, very quickly, we will start this, and then we will have to have another video to finish it, because there's probably no way that I can finish something like that today. In fact, I have no idea how many minutes I still have on my video. So I may do the whole thing, but I may have to split the video up. I don't know. All right. So the first thing I have to do is decide what I'm going to use to work on this with. And I don't know. I don't know what paper I want to use. Let's see. What paper do I want to use? Do I want to use this? Most of that's kind of plain. Could use that. Let's see. And yes, I should have been prepared. All right, maybe. Well, that would just about fit. Okay. So what I'm going to do is mark. And envelopes are not always straight. I have learned that. And we all know I don't cut straight anyway. So there and there. Now I'll leave the pencil out. Oh my goodness gravy. I really need to do so many things in this house. I need to dust. I need to find the spot I just made my marks on. Oh, I have to tell you a funny story. I just put a new blade in this because we cut. Okay, Martha. Yeah, that's the one I need. Couldn't figure out which one I needed. We cut all the plastic document protectors for the ephemera folios with this cutter. And we cut all the cardstock for the tabs. And we cut almost everything with this cutter. It's just my favorite cutter. Plus, we use it as a scoreboard because if you lift this up and you put your paper in it like this, you can score it very easily. I usually leave it like this and I score. And it scores better than my scoreboard does. My scoreboard does not do heavy paper like this. Well, I just put, literally had just put a new blade in it. Went to reach for it yesterday and I grabbed it by this part. That was up there. I grabbed it by this part and pulled, and I ended up cutting my finger on a brand new blade. Not the brightest stick in the pond. Now am I? All right, I'm going to do this way. And I apologize, but I'm going to have to ink. The pressure's on. I'm going to have to ink the edges, so I'll be quick. And so, yeah. And then, because I take aspirin and because I have heart issues, just a small one. I just died in 2007. Thank goodness they brought me back to life. But anyway, yeah. Oh, I'm still zoomed way in. Well, I'll try and stay on camera and try not to blind you guys. Hopefully it's not too close for this project. If I think it gets that way, I'll zoom you out. So you can yell at me in the comments. At least then you'll be leaving me comments. And I do appreciate everybody who has been leaving me comments. It really is important. It helps you grow your YouTube channel. You get more suggested, you know, you're suggested to more people that way based on what they watch. Okay, probably didn't need that much, but I like to cover my bases, actually, because I'm not sure what I'm doing to the inside. There we go. All right. All right. And because I worked on both of these projects at the same time, I did the not envelope. Boy, I did this and I did this on the same day. I'm like, or same 2 days. I started yesterday. Oh my goodness gracious me. So what you're going to do is, I'm confused as to what I'm doing when, is what I'm getting at. I'm going to zoom you out just a tad. Okay. So, because the camera's kind of close anyway. So what you want to do is you figure out where you want your envelope to open and close. Okay. So, I think, I think I'm going to make it so that the roses are kind of, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how wide, because the other side's going to open. But if you glue this side down to be a tuck or whatever, it's going to take up more room for sure. So I think I'm just going to do it right there because I'm not sure which way I'm going yet. The last one I watched of Gayle, she had this one flip open and this one flip open. And my only problem with that is I tried that previously and I made a huge mess out of it. You have to have 3 tabs and they have to interlock to keep this closed. And I did not succeed at that at all. So, I think I'm going to, and see, I'm working a different way now, different orientation. So that would be like that. And then, see, that doesn't leave me much room for doing any more things in it. So I'm going to give it a try. I have to find my little bag of tabs. Let's see if I have any. I think I have some Tim Holtz in here. Maybe. Maybe not. Those are not Tim Holtz. And they aren't strong enough. So I'm going to have to make some new tabs out of some of the paper. So I think it has some pretty images on it. So I think I'll take this one that doesn't have the prettiest images on it. And again, we're going to, all right, I like to stack my paper over on the side here that I'm using. Okay, do I want that? I definitely want that. So I'm going to need 3 of these. Don't know why I only chopped one out. Okay. And I'll just take those flowers right there. I don't know why I feel like I have to be really precious with, you know, my papers and stuff. I don't know why. And I have to figure out how I want it folded and what's going to get chopped off and everything else. I'm so, like, I don't overthink it in an aesthetic kind of view. I overthink it in a don't waste it kind of view. And sometimes that gets really old because I have the paper. I really shouldn't, you know, shouldn't fuss that much about it. And yet I hoard things. Like I've had this paper pack since like year before last. I mean, really? Of course, I can't find it anymore. I haven't looked on Amazon, so don't yell at me about that. But I can't find it in Joann's or anything. So yeah, it's... I don't know if he's not making this particular pack anymore. But you know, there's going to be others. I'm not crazy about his 2 newest packs, but I had to buy one anyway because I needed the paper for covers. And so, yeah. So things do, you know, certain stuff that you might fall in love with does disappear. But then that just makes room for new, exciting things to move into your life. I don't know why I just flipped that so many times. The way my brain works. One thing at a time. Just the way my brain works. And I'll be the first to admit you don't want to be inside that place. Meaning my brain. Okay. So you have one here. Right? And then you have 2 over here. Gotta decide which way I want it. And this one here. Now I tried this before, like I said, and I was a huge failure. But I didn't make the these things the right way. So that might have been my problem. That seems to be right set up. So you have 2 on this one and 1 on this one. So I'm going to glue, before I do anything else, I'm going to glue this down because actually I think I want this one here because it's got the flowers and it's closest to the flowers. Yeah. I did say in my last video, don't overthink things. Yep. Do as I say, not as I do. All right, so I'm going to try and get this sort of centered. All right. That's going to cover up that little rosebud, but got to do it. Got to do it. Yeah, got to do it. All right. And I'm sort of procrastinating, which means I'm trying not to go too fast because then I have to worry about those things that you put on so things flip out, which I really stink at. I stink worse at those than I do at math. Trust me. So you want it sort of close because that's what's going to, you know, keep it locked into place. But yeah, they got to be far enough apart so they can not hit each other too. All right, so that goes there. So this one will go. Oh, come on. Right about. Woo! There. So I can tell you that I mentioned I was doing some tea dyeing and I got a late start on it. But man, our deck is usually covered in sun this time in the afternoon. Well, there's still some out there. I guess maybe it had clouded over. But at one point I went out to get the paper and I was going to put another batch out, but the sun was covering the deck already. But now it doesn't look like it's covering the deck, so I don't know. Maybe it was a cloud. Maybe it was wishful thinking. I didn't want to go out in the heat anymore. And it's not that hot. Well, it's warm, but it's not that humid today. Humidity is way, way down for us after the storms the other night, which is nice because I don't do humidity very well. All right. Procrastinated enough. So that's going to lock in like that. But we want these two to open up. So I am going to use, did I not? This is probably, this might be too heavy. No, it's the same weight. excuse me while I look for some lighter paper. That's a lighter piece. I use 24 and 28 pound paper quite often. And I think the 28 pound is too heavy for this. All right. Everybody out of my way. Now. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna rip some strips. I don't have all the strips laying around that Gayle has. I don't know what she does to make all those strips. Gayle, if you're out there, tell me what you do to make all those strips. All right, gotta move faster, Marcia. Don't have all day. I'm just lining this up on my board, and I'm lining it up to my ruler. So it's about 3/4 of an inch. Or that one's an inch. So whatever you need. I'm having a day. Actually, I think the first one was a 1/2 inch, and that was 3/4. Don't put your ruler over there, Martha. You'll lose it. All right, so this has to be as long as this. And then I start getting frugal with the paper, and then I get in trouble, and it's not wide enough. And then I'm kicking myself because then I've wasted paper and I have to use a different piece of paper. It's like, really? You just can't, do it right the first time and not try and be so frugal? I know I'm working off camera. That's so I can see what I'm doing. Excuse me. Okay. On a sugar high. I've been trying to stay off sugar and gluten. Not carbs. I haven't cut back on carbs. But sugar and gluten. All right, this is where I really mess up. And but I've been allowing myself ice cream once a week. Ugh, I love ice cream. All right, so this has to glue on there that way. Don't get it wrong. Okay, so I'm going to just do my circular motion because it seems to work pretty well. My oblong, it's not really circular. All right, and it has to go on this way. If I mess this up, I swear, I'm never doing one of these again. Such a challenge. Okay. I think that goes along with me being mathematically challenged. Gayle just whips them out, Look, I did it right. Yay, me! Okay. So, I don't know if you're crafting along. You're probably way ahead of me at this point because I procrastinated so much. But that's okay. It's all good. Whoops. Move it over just a hair. All right, open it up so you don't glue the flap down. And then I just have to get this little hairy stuff off. Hairy end. Okay. Whew, I can breathe. I got one down. Okay, next. All right. So fold this in half. At least if I face it towards me, I can see the edges. Things are a little more challenging on camera. So I wanted to mention, if you guys have not, well, let me concentrate first. Okay, so that has to go like that. All right, are we ready? Oh, see? Okay. I'm going to do this first. All right. Tundra Maybell. Look up Tundra Maybell on YouTube. She doesn't have very many followers, and I'm trying to get more people to watch her. She's only been doing journal making for about a year, and she makes gorgeous, I mean, her thought process is so far beyond mine. Oh my goodness. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Go check her out. I will link her latest video today. She took berries from bushes from her yard. This isn't today's video. This was in a previous video. She took berries from her yard and boiled them down and dyed fabric and paper. Paper. Oh, shoot. You see what I did? I didn't get it all the way to the end. Okay, I'm just gonna... There are no mistakes, just design elements. So we're just gonna take this little bit I snipped off earlier. I'm gonna line it up there. And just cover that piece, and it's barely noticeable, and we're going to do some stuff to make it less noticeable later. All right. So anyway, Tundra took, I don't know what her first name is actually. I don't think it's Tundra, but it might be. And Tundra, if you're watching, let me know. She took some berries. I can't remember the name of them now. It's not a berry I'd heard of before. Here in America. She's in Australia. However, she does not have an Australian accent because she's not from Australia. Anywho's, she needs more viewers. So if you guys would be kind enough to go over and check her out. She doesn't post real often because she's a busy woman. She has, there's our front. She has a business. So, you know, she's busy. She's busy. Okay, so let's see. So we have a flap where we used to have a tuck, and now we have a more open space here. So we have to make something to flip up, flip down, or be a pocket or a tuck or something. So it has to be within these confines of this space. So what are we going to do? Let's see. Let us see. I want to do that. Ooh, well, that wouldn't work. But if I get another piece of paper, let's see. Ooh, I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay. So we are going to mark this side. No. You want to be in there. Okay. I want to be within the fold because I don't want to get outside the fold. Okay. So I'm going to cut it right there. Hold that thought. Find the mark. Okay. And then it's just a hair too tall. Just a hair. Let's see if that did it. Oh, I cut too much off. That's okay. I don't mind if an edge shows, and we're going to hinge it. That's the name of that word. Hinge. These hinges. I don't like hinges. I don't like hinges. Okay. All right. So I am going to cut this right here. I think. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Actually, I'm going to cut it up just a little bit from there. And, oops. All right, knocking things over left and right. Oh, literally. Left and right. So, do I want this to be a pocket? And this to be the flip? What do you think? Now, see, you can be doing anything inside of yours. You can do pockets, you can do flips, you can do tucks, you can do whatever you want. So, I think that's going to be a flip. And I think this is going to be a flip. And then there might be a pocket behind that. Or, could we do that? Could we? I don't know. Well, husband just turned on the TV, so I hope you can't hear it. I think he's going to keep it kind of low. Okay. All right. I know this is going to be a flip. So we will work on that first. Because pondering at this point, I don't have time for it. Okay, so this has to go up here. Is that too long? Might be just a niche too long. I mean, like, literally, I took a hair off of it. Okay. All right. So this is going to glue on there. And this is the one I messed up on before. I totally messed up which way it was supposed to go. So I had the fold going the wrong way, and I was like, what? How did I do that? I was so careful. I guess the more you do. Okay, this is where I messed up before. So I need to turn this around so I can see the edge. So I turned them both at once, and then it flipped. All right, let's hope this is the right way, guys. You're probably yelling at me. No, stop. You're doing it the wrong way. Okay, quick. I have to see. Oh, see, I did it wrong again. Okay, that goes there. And that goes there. Holy crikey, I'll tell you. I cannot get these things right. I literally can't. It's impossible. So now I have glue on there. All right, where's my wet ones? Where are you, wet ones? Where are you? Oh. 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 Oh no. Can't find my wet ones. That stinks. Where's my wet ones? Oh my lord. Oh. I don't know where my wet ones are. Okay, well, it's probably way too late now. I'll have to find another way to cover that up now. Another flip, possibly. See, I always do it wrong. Always. Like, it's just my curse. I know practice is supposed to make perfect, but hello, not yet. And I'm far from perfect in any way. Oh, man. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, well, whew. All right, can I close it? Just barely. I might have to clip that edge a little tiny bit because I got it right up to the fold. That's going to be tight, but that's okay. I think it'll work. And then this is going to go down here. Okay. I hope you guys can't hear the TV in back, because if you can, then I can't show this video. I'm going to have a talk with the hubby. He knows I've told him about YouTube videos that you can't. Okay. So I'm just going to glue this as a pocket. You can't have copyrighted stuff in the background like music and TV and stuff like that. You can't sing copyrighted songs past a certain number of words or notes or something. Minutes, seconds. Okay. And I bought him a pair of headphones. And do you think he'll wear them? No. They're headphones so you can turn the TV volume off and you can hear everything that's going on. He won't wear them. It comes from his army days of being a drill instructor. See, for me, this doesn't stay shut. I don't know. This is the problem I ran into with my last one, too. It didn't stay shut, even with the tabs on there. So I may have to put something here to put that tab under to have it hold. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It might have to be like this. And then that would have to go in there. And that would hold it down. Man. And he closed the door on me, so now it's really hot. It's warm in here. That's okay. We'll have a talk later. I wonder if I could use something from here. Oh, I don't want the lines. Martha, is that what you wanted? Well, that's kind of cool. It looks like a label. Let's see what that looks like. Could go there. Tis a little tall. Of course, I could just put it there. Is that going to be a pain to get under? Probably, huh? I don't know. I'll figure that out in the end. If you guys figure it out, let me know. Okay, so I'm going to just figure out a couple of more things here, because then we're going to have to go. I'm going to use my Tim Holtz collection stencil and just dress up this thing here, and this one over here, and uh-oh. That's from the glue. Not a good thing. We'll dress this up here. And a little bit right there. there, and down here, and stick it in there and do that. Alrighty. Now we're cooking. Except for the spots I missed. Okay. I'm happy with that. Oh, gotta do a little bit over here. Yep. So I have this stencil in this pack. Okay. And I have the large version of it as well. So it's the same stencil, just small and large. And that is this pack here. And by the way, I am going to, I have signed up to be an Amazon affiliate, but I haven't done my Amazon list yet. So once I start linking those things below, if you want to buy through my link, I don't know how much I get. It's not much from what I understand, but hey, you know, something's better than nothing, right? All right. So I can't really fit this anyway. This is quite a small. I could fit it there, but then I'm covering up the fact that those two match. All right, so we're not using that, but I am going to use this bit here, methinks. And I think I will, what is that? I think what I'm going to do is put it here, and then it would be a tuck. I think it'd be better over here though, because it matches up with the rest of the sheet there. And when you're opening it, the stuff won't fall out because it's not going the opposite way. Yes, we're going to do that. We are going to do that. All right. So I know it looks like I'm struggling. I'm always struggling. And when I'm distracted, it's even worse. But, yeah. So I'm distracted because hubby came up and turned on the TV. But now he's turned it down. So I'm trying to unclog my pinhole here. So if you have used Barely Art Glue and Art Glitter Glue, I would be highly interested in hearing what you think of each of them. I watched Junk Journal Ideas, and she did a review, and she really likes the Barely Art Glue. I'm turning this upside down because I want to be able to see where this fold is. And she says she likes the Barely Art Glue better. So I'd be interested in what you all think about that. I'm going to do, this is very blendy. So you can't see the tuck hole, the little thumb hole for the tuck here. We're going to do just a little aftermarket coloring here. This is why I love these brushes so much. You can just get right in there. So if you have an opinion about the two glues, let me know. I'm interested in your opinion. So comment below. And the other thing I wanted to tell you, let me get this out of the way, was that, oh my goodness gracious me. I'm making a mess over here. So I mentioned Tundra, and check out Carol. She is in the process of finishing her altered file folder collaboration with me. But she showed a picture today on her Facebook page, and she is almost all packed up. And she is getting ready to move. So congratulations to you, Carol, at Free Spirit Arts on that. And, all right, I'm going to do just a couple of more things, and then I'm cutting this short. So I think I'm going to put that up there as a pocket of its own. So I'm going to just do that, and then we're going to ink this so it's more visible. So when I was little, you know what inking around the edges reminds me of? When I was little, somebody showed me how to outline everything in a... Now, coloring books have everything outlined in black already, obviously. But somebody showed me how to outline everything in black with the crayon. And I have to tell you, I remember as a child doing that and being absolutely thrilled about it. So I don't know what it was about that. but I totally remember doing that. And this reminds me of that. When we ink all the edges of everything. Okay. Glue bottle is stopped up because I left it open too long without the pin in it. Yes, I did. All right. Now it's coming out. Whee! Now refresh those edges. I have the fan going in here, and I have found that the more warm it is, or I should say the warmer it is, and with the fan going, my glue dries like that. It's really crazy. Like, I don't have time to do anything. Okay, so that's going to be a pocket. What did I do? Oh, I did those. All right, it's time for another one. Alrighty. Now we're going to fold it in half. Either Tony turned down the TV or he put the headphones on. So now this video is probably running way over. So it's probably going to be split into two. So if that happens, it will be a Make It Monday part 1 and part 2. So we're going to put that. Oh, look at that. I didn't even plan that. That's going to fit right there and right there. Hot diggity. I think it's going to line up. I hope it's going to line up on both sides. Gluey, gluey, gluey. Glue the edges. Glue the center. All right. Let's see. Ooh, don't drop it. Don't drop it. Okay. Line that up there. Is that lined up? It is lined up. Hot diggity dog, and I didn't even plan it that way. Okay. So that lines up with the thumb hole there really closely. Not perfect, but really closely. Ooh, I don't know if it's on far enough. And then that's going to slide under there to keep it down. And I have a tuck here, and I haven't done anything with this yet. So what I'm going to do is I need to walk away. Just walk away. I'm going to walk away and take care of some things in the house because my house is totally neglected. I'm going to think about putting something here. It may not be a whole card. It may be something that sits there that this can slide under. It may be a label of some sort. I don't know yet. We'll see. Because without it, this is not going to stay shut. And then there's that. So that literally could go in a journal. Like, again, gotta find a journal page. So that could go right there, fold right over a journal page. It could Now this has a really deep pocket here, so this could easily go in a signature. Uh-oh. Don't pay any attention. That could go in a signature. Say this was on top of it, because I can't find the other papers. Say that was on top of it, like that, right? And you could glue this edge and this edge down and make a tuck or a pocket. And then this side would be very easy to get stuff in, but I would reinforce it with paper and stuff on this side. And then you have this, see, it opens up. And then you have this, and this would flip up. And this is a tuck. And there's some sort of gnat flying around in front of my face. And deep pocket here, so we can have a nice size tag in here. And then there will probably be something over here as well. So that's it. That's the faux front envelope, and I will show pictures of it finished at the end of this video if I don't continue this video on. So thank you all for being here. I'm very grateful. I love you all. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I hope you're happy. I hope you're creating, and I hope you have your mojo with you. Happy crafting, and take care of yourselves. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.